How's everybody doing this fine day? My name is Alan Roberts. It is a pleasure to be here today. So today we're going to talk about basically the ridiculousness that's going on in society around obesity, fatness, being out of shape, and shit like that. Because that's kind of what we talk about every day. And if anybody's wondering what that's what we talk about every day, it's because, very frankly, there's not really little cat fuzzies, awesome sauce. But it's the most pressing issue we have. And it is being fought against so incredibly hard, I cannot believe it. The Secretary of War, which, by the way, is a stupid fucking title. If anything, we should want to have a Secretary of Peace that would gladly go to war, win it decisively so we can have peace. But to actually have a secretary, to call yourself the Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, that's dumb as fuck. You're the Secretary of Defense. It should be Defense. It should be the Secretary of Peace, not Secretary of War. Just my 2 cents, because I don't pull any fucking line. I don't pull anybody's line. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I am a common sense motherfucking citizen. You could call me a constitutionalist because I really wish the federal government and the state governments would get the fuck out of our lives. We don't need them, anything like that. I saw that President Trump signed a $70 billion deal with Pfizer. Why do we give them taxpayer money so they can do research so then they can sell us shit? What the fuck? Like, all of this is just bullshit, frankly. This is just like our money being used for shit. What if I don't want my money to go to that? Like, I don't think taxpayer money should go to help big corporations do their R&D so then they can fucking sell us an overpriced fucking item and tax us even more. It's goddamn stupid. And it's all based around health. The health industry in America is the biggest criminal organization in the fucking world. People should understand that. And part of the thing that they do, by they, I mean the people that write all the fucking ads and put all this shit out, they're basically trying to make it seem like people shouldn't have to be in shape. I don't even give a fuck if you're not in the military. You should be in shape. We as society should demand that you at least not be fat, because very frankly, you're burdening all of us by your fatness. You're burdening all of us with your overconsumption, which raises the prices of fuel, it is bad for the environment because it puts more waste in the environment, plastic packaging, those sorts of things. And very frankly, you're damaging yourself. And we should hold you to a standard in society that we don't expect you to. Or we should just not support your fucking fatness. Very frankly, since you're already burdening us with your overconsumption of food, which causes food prices to go up, we shouldn't, and I mean absolutely should not, pay for any lifestyle-driven comorbidity. No chronic illness. Like, I understand that like some people's chronic illness are genetic, and we should pay for those. Type 1 diabetes comes to mind. But type 2 diabetes, that shit should come out of all of your own pockets because you did that shit to yourself in 99% of the fucking time. 95% of all cases of type 2 diabetes are avoidable by lifestyle intervention or mitigatable or even reversible. There is a sad statement all the time that is 100% true, and anybody can check on it. I have a much greater average of reversing type 2 diabetes than any fucking doctor. Because even an endocrinologist will just give you more metformin and just give you more insulin. They might put you on Ozempic now too, which actually creates a state of hyperinsulinemia, which is also how people become insulin resistant, furthering their diabetes. Plus, to mention it makes you go blind and shit like that, possibly. So it's fucking wild to me that we have this. But Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of Defense, is what I'll call him. He made this statement, this speech. And this speech, what's amazing about this is that this should be the fucking standard. It's wild to me that people don't accept that this should be the standard. People in the military that we pay with our taxpayer dollars should not be fat. Any of them. I don't give a fuck how old they are. If you are too old to stay skinny, if you're not skinny, but if you're too old to stay in shape, you shouldn't be in the military at all. Then you're too old to be in the military because you lose the rationale of what it's actually like to be physically fit and fight. Everybody, it's this weird thing. Like, don't you want a diverse military? No, I fucking don't. I want animals that almost eat their fingers with their fucking food. That's what I want. I want people that you can wake up in the middle of the fucking night and say, run 5 miles right now as fast as you can. And their only response is, shoes or without shoes, sir. That's how the fucking military should be. So we're going to watch this. I can't even believe that people are arguing over this. It's such a bad statement on society.
With physical fitness and appearance. If the Secretary of War can do regular hard PT, so can every member of our joint force.
One more time, Pete. You sound fucking stupid calling yourself the Secretary of War.
Frankly, it's tiring to look out at combat formations or really any formation and see fat troops. Likewise, it's completely unacceptable to see fat generals and admirals in the halls of the Pentagon and leading commands around the country and the world. It's a bad look. It is bad.
It's not just a bad look. It is not combat readiness, which is their entire goddamn job. First of all, if you're fat, you are not thinking with all of your faculties. Systemic low-grade inflammation causes neuroinflammation. Neuroinflammation impairs judgment without question. It's not even, it's factual. You can't even argue against it because it's real. And it not only does it make perfect sense, but it is proven. Like, it is absolutely factual information. Idiots.
And it's not who we are. So whether you're an airborne ranger or a chairborne ranger, a brand new private or a 4-star general, you need to meet the height and weight standards and pass your PT test.
I don't see a problem with this. It is part of your job requirement. You should not be able to get a deferral. This is not a kumbaya moment where all of us are like, oh, well, we need to add some more flavor to the military. The military should be so fucking uniform. It's called uniform military fitness for a fucking reason, dumbasses. They should all meet the standards. Men, women should all have the same standards in the military. Whether you're fat or not, you should not get fat. And if you are fat, you should lose the fat if you want to stay in the military and be paid by the fucking people. We are paying you to be ready to sacrifice your fucking life to be able to fight for us, to maintain our freedom should we need it. You should be ready to fucking fight. Every single member. Every single fucking person. Every single person.
And as the chairman said, yes, there is no PT test. But today, at my direction, every member of the joint force at every rank is required to take a PT test twice a year.
Good.
As well as meet height and weight requirements twice a year.
I don't know why he keeps saying height requirements. Like, these people are not going to shrink or grow. I don't understand. So, but weight requirements, absolutely. They should put waist to height ratio in there too. They should put a waist circumference measurement in there too. Because just because you're at a healthy weight does not mean that you are actually healthy.
Every year of service. Also today, at my direction, every warrior across our joint force is required to do PT every duty day. Should be common sense. I mean, most units do that already.
Yes, it should be common sense. But let's check out what people have to say. This is by Republicans Against Trump. It's completely unacceptable to see fat generals. Of course. And then somebody said, is he wrong? And then, of course, this fucking weirdo, yes, he's wrong. A general isn't a general because they have a Stallone physique. But because, and we're not asking for Stallone physiques. We're not asking for one. Just be in fucking shape. But because they have decades of experience in education and strategy, planning, execution, and character, which lacks entirely. The strength of the matter is in in a general in their brain, not in their abs. And if they are unhealthy, it's not in their brain because they're not thinking correctly. Morbidly obese people with visceral obesity have impaired judgment. I know people don't like to admit this, but they have impaired judgment. It is not a question. It is an absolute reality. They have impaired
physical fitness
judgment. Oh, we don't need to listen to it again. So he expects the generals. So he expects that generals go to the front lines in hand-to-hand combat. If fucking need be, absolutely, they should be goddamn ready to do so. To try to imply that they should not be ready to do so means that they should not order anybody else to go to the front lines and die. Does everybody grasp that? No member of the military should be ordering somebody to do that they are not physically capable of fucking doing themselves, or at least can try to perform the task being asked. Not fucking one. There is no, you cannot be in the military. If the person that is giving you orders to go die is not willing to go do it or physically capable of going to do it themselves, they should not be giving you that fucking order. That is not uniformity, and the military needs uniformity. That's why transgender people should not be in the fucking military, because there's the expectation of being treated differently than the other men and women of the military. There's two. Because if you're a transgender female, meaning you are a trans female, you are a male that is presenting as a female. You should be treated as a male in the military. And I know this is hard, but not everything can bend to your fucking will. Jesus fucking Christ, people. It's just, I can't believe it's an argument. So we now have, by the way, not just to mention this, but we also have this article from the Guardian. Jesus fucking Christ, the Guardian. This is, I can't even believe I'm reading from the fucking Guardian. But anyway, veterans react to Hegseth's insulting address to generals and admirals. Fuck all of you. If you think this is insulting, fuck all of you. It's insulting that you will not get yourself in fucking physical condition enough to be able to fight for us. You dumb fucks. It's so disgusting. Naveed Shah, a veteran and activist who serves as an enlisted public affairs specialist, an army journalist, uncharacteristically found himself searching for words to describe the address of the newly styled Secretary of War flag officers on Tuesday. If you are actually in the army and you speak out against this, they should fucking boot you out. You are questioning authority. And I know everybody's like, well, we should be able to. Not in the fucking military. In the military, you do your fucking job. We shouldn't even have military journalists. It's completely unnecessary. 100%. At all. We should not have military journalists. That's a waste of taxpayer money. A lot of the words that are coming to me aren't fit to print. Shut the fuck up. So this is not you being a journalist. This is you being an opinion piece writer. Journalism is you report the facts. This is you writing your fucking opinion piece that you should shut the fuck up about. The people in that room who have served for 20, 30 plus years in uniform do not need Pete Hegseth to tell them about warrior ethos. If they're fat, they certainly fucking do, because you are not prepared, and warriors should be prepared. Hegseth's hour-long TED Talk style address touching on physical fitness, the doctrine of lethality, and the perils of DEI certainly drew more attention than a policy memo might have. Fuck. And perhaps more than Donald Trump's ramblings, political. I mean, this person is using their title of being in the military as a way to state that they are going against what they are being told by their leader. This person should be court-martialed and kicked out of the fucking military. I know everybody's like freedom of speech, and I'm a huge freedom of speech person. Huge. Nobody should be able to tell me what to fucking do, but I'm not being paid by the people. I'm a free citizen. When you are in the military, you enlist into the military. You therefore take up their standards, and that's what you should be held to. You do not get to speak out against it. I know that they seem like, oh, that's so awful. Then fucking get out of the goddamn military and speak out against it. That's perfectly fine. For fuck's sake, when I was in healthcare, I knew healthcare was fucked up, but it was my industry, so I didn't speak out against it until I was out of the fucking healthcare industry. It's complete bullshit. Like 100% complete bullshit. But the attention came at the cost of respect, said Dana Parrott, a retired Army general who commanded soldiers in Iraq and co-authored Hunting the Caliphate. You think you have respect if you're a fat general? You don't. I can guarantee you, your troops do not fucking respect you. I can guarantee it. They do not. You ask them to do shit that you cannot fucking do. They do not respect you. The military builds a habit of waking up and doing physical activity, PT, physical training every fucking day. That means you are not in that habit anymore. That means you eat and don't move. That means you are no longer living by the standards you are trying to set. And if you are not living by the standards you are trying to set, you cannot ask other people to live and work by those standards. This is basic fucking management. It's insane to me. I thought it was insulting. To fucking who cares? Who the fuck cares? I don't even understand why we're here. I don't get why this has happened to our society. I mean, I do, because people are fucking a bunch of pussies now, but it's just ridiculous to even think that this should be an argument, frankly. This is not something that we should be in any way arguing about. Let me find what I was doing here. Here we go. So, if you want to take a look at the other reasons why, there's multiple reasons why. So first of all, it enhances combat readiness and physical performance. Military operations demand peak physical condition, excess body weight, and over waist circumference, which correlates with abdominal fat, can impair mobility, endurance, and strength. For instance, carrying heavy gear during a deployment. in high-stakes scenarios like infantry assault, special operations, and emergency responses, even minor fitness deficits can compromise mission success. And uniform standards ensure that every member can contribute without becoming a liability. So if the general is fat as fuck and the base gets attacked, more people have to try to save fat fuck general. That's unacceptable, right? Because general should be picking up his fucking weapon and fighting alongside the people that he fucking commands. Promoting long-term health and reduce medical risks. Weight circumference is a key factor in visceral fat, which is linked to chronic conditions such as cardiovascular disease, diabetes, hypertension, and metabolic syndrome. Military members exceeding this threshold face higher risks of these issues, which can lead to non-deployable status and early retirement, which, very frankly, they should be retired if they can't meet the standards. The military's healthcare system bears significant cost for treating obesity-related ailments. That's unacceptable. There should be zero fucking lifestyle-driven chronic illness costs in our military. Zero. This fucking much. Zero. It's a lifestyle choice. You eat, drink, or smoke too fucking much. It's a lifestyle choice. We should not fucking do this. All that money that is spent on lifestyle-driven chronic illness in the military should be spent on Veterans Affairs, making sure they have housing, making sure they have education, making sure that they are taken care of, making sure that they get mental health care if they need it. That's where that money should go. But instead, veterans in our country are treated like fucking shit and allowed to sleep on the goddamn street. There should be a free fucking room for every goddamn veteran in this United States that served in combat. A fucking free place to stay. That it's not is disgusting to me. It makes me want to fucking cry. It's completely off the fucking rails how we treat our veterans. And for those of you that are like, oh, so what? Fuck you. You're lucky that you have every right to say everything you can, but I'm going to promise you this. Don't ever talk shit on veterans in my physical fucking presence, because you will be taking a trip to the fucking hospital. I guarantee that shit. Unfucking believable that people even do that shit. These people sign up, and especially the ones that have been in combat, have risked their entire lives. Their families had to go through so fucking much while they were defending our fucking country. And people be like, well, we haven't been defending the country forever. The military does not decide where they go. They just fucking go when they're told to. And I agree that we should not be fighting other people's fucking wars. Everybody knows that I don't think we should be helping anybody around the fucking world. But the veterans that have in the past and that will in the future, we should take care of them for the rest of their motherfucking lives. They literally were willing to take a fucking bullet for us. We should repay them with taking care of them, not just letting them sleep on the motherfucking street. So instead of spending money on fat fucks who can't stop themselves from eating and they can't stop themselves from gorging themselves and then expect the taxpayer to use up our funds to pay for your chronic illness, you should fuck off. You should get in shape or get out of the fucking military. I hope he takes us a step further and gives everybody 6 months to meet the height, to meet the weight standards. And if you're not, they fucking boot you the fuck out. Because it's in the goddamn standards already. And it affects your physical readiness to be able to fucking perform. Adhering to weight and waist standards reinforces military discipline, a core value that instills self-control and accountability, which many people, including the fucking journalist, does not seem to fucking have. She should get court-martialed. Overweight persons may require specialized equipment such as larger uniforms or modified vehicles, increasing logistic burdens and costs on the fucking people that should also once again be spent on our fucking veterans. Data from the military reports indicate that units with higher compliance rates experience fewer fitness-related failures in evaluations, allowing for smoother operations and better allocation of training time. This should not be a fucking a crazy statement. This should not be some sort of radical fucking statement that I'm making at all. This should be literally, this is common goddamn sense. What's this? Absolutely disgusting what politicians get for not working after their term versus, oh my God. Does everybody know that, like, we take care of politicians for the rest of their fucking lives, right? Like, the rest of their motherfucking life, they're taken care of. It's disgusting. Like, it was never meant to be a career, and it is. It absolutely is. My father was an MGS. Oh, I got it. Wait a second. My font was so small I couldn't even fucking see it. My father was an MGS. He had 25 years, and when he could no longer do the PT due to medical conditions, He had to retire. Why is this a conversation? He was still able to use knowledge by contract. I mean, the thing is, if you're not physically capable, you're not physically capable. And I agree. I mean, frankly, it's dangerous to keep him in, you know? All right, I'll take Q&A for a little bit, and then I'm going to fucking go make some steaks for me and my fucking lovely wife. And I'll be back at 5 p.m. I'm just going to talk shit. It's going to be a full Q&A. Full Q&A. But one more time, I just wanted to tell everybody we are running, this is getting very close to being over, but this is our holiday 6-month special. You can get in shape over the holiday season. And instead of gaining that 15, 20, 30, 40, fucking 50 pounds you normally do, you can get in shape, lose a little bit of weight, and build healthy habits so you can then lose the rest of the weight next year. My husband was shot, stabbed, bayoneted, and blown up. When the Marine let him go after 15 years and his spinal fusion, 9/11 happened, and the Army brought him back for another 15. Well, thank him for his service for me, please. Hypertension and sleep apnea from a broken face probably would prevent him from going back, but he could do the PT requirements. Outstanding. Just had Planta French toast protein powder mixed with Greek yogurt. It's fucking awesome. That is my favorite flavor of Planta by far. So listen, folks, one more time. Here is where you can get. Oh, hang on. We need to take care of our vets 100%. So sad what's happened to folks when they come home. It's really disgusting. It really is. So one more time, folks. This is 6 months for $249.99. It's an incredibly low deal. Please do take us up on this offer. I hope all of you have a fantastic day. I'll see you back at 5 p.m. God damn.